Okay, guys, what's up? Another presentation for the discussion about the proposed amendments to the Philippine Constitution presented by Group 2. Now, as we all know, not all the policies or articles or law are being are perfect enough to have a perfect society. So we discuss and propose about or having uh, mabago or palitan or madagdagan ang mga amendments or mga policies na meron tayo dito sa Pilipinas. Next. Now this the introduction. Context of the discussion. This the context of the discussion. In recent years, there have been increasing calls from various sectors to amend or revise the Philippine Constitution. These calls come from politicians, civil society groups, and business leaders who believe that constitutional reform is necessary to address persistent issues in governance and development. As you all know, may iba't ibang pananaw and may iba't ibang kagustuhan ang mga Pilipino na palitan or dagdagan ang ating mga pulisiya upang sa ganoy ay magkaroon sila ng benepisyo sa sektor na kanilang pinipili. Next. Next. Next presentation, please.
Yan, bago na yan.
Okay. Focus beyond the form of government. While many discussions focus on changing the form of government, it is equally important to look at other provisions that could enhance government responsiveness, trustworthiness, and reduce corruption. Maraming mga aktivista or against sa ibang mga sector na gustong magkaroon ng panibagong or magkaroon ng revision sa ating mga policies sa ganun, hindi lang mag-benefits yung mga nakakaangat or mga nasa taas ng lipunan. Next. These are the objectives of the discussion. First, identity identify key issues. We will identify and discuss the critical issues in the current constitution that may be limiting the country's progress. Another one is propose solutions. We aim to propose constitutional changes that address these issues and offer solutions that can make the government more transparent, accountable, and efficient. And the last objective of the discussion was encourage engagement. The discussion also seeks to encourage active citizen engagement as public participation is crucial in shaping a constitution that reflects the needs and aspiration of the people. Now, ito yung mga kailangan nating makita sa discussion. Yung pagkakaroon ng pantay-pantay na polisiya sa lahat ng mga mamamayan nasa taas ka man o nasa laylayan. And kasi meron din tayong mga policies na pwedeng mag-stop sa progress ng ating country. And meron ding halimbawa ano lang nung confidential fund. This another shall I say policy na meron na kailangang buwagin para magkaroon ng transparency and efficiency sa ating policies. Ganun. Next. Now, this is the historical context. and the overview of 1987 Philippines Constitution. The 1987 Constitution was established after the 1986 People Power Revolution, which ousted the Marcos dictatorship. It replaced the 1973 Constitution, which had facilitated martial law and concentration of power. The object of this context was to restore democratic processes, safeguard civil liberties, and ensure checks and balances in the government. Now, as we all know, when the Marcos dictatorship came, marami yung against dun sa system ng government na yun kasi isa lang yung namumuno and siya lang yung nagkakaroon ng kapangyarihan na magpasag magpa magpabatas or maglagay ng batas sa kanyang kamay. So Pilifino made this people power revolution to ousted the Marcos dictatorship na napalitan ng 1987 from 1973 Constitution. Next. Now, the structure of the government ng 1987 Philippines Constitution. Meron tayong executive, legislative, and judicial. In executive, headed by the president who acts as the head of the state and government, and is responsible for enforcing laws, policies, and administration of the country. Next is the legislative that composed of a bicameral Congress, Senate, and House of Representatives tasked with making laws and representing the interests of the people. The last one of the structure of the government was judicial, consists of Supreme Court and other lower courts, which interpret the laws and ensure justice is served fairly. Separation of powers, the Constitution aimed to prevent and concentration of power in one branch by establishing a system and checks and balances. Now, this structured government complement each other. Legislative or those who are senators and congressmen plan the plan and propose different policies. Sila yung what do you call this? Sila yung gumagawa ng batas para sa mga sila rin ang nagiging boses ng mga Pilipino kung ano ang batas na naisin nila. And yung executive ang nagpapatupad nito and yung judicial yung naghihimay kung ano ba yung sakop ng batas, kung para saan yung batas, and other things. Next. Now, Bill of Rights. The Constitution includes a comprehensive Bill of Rights designed to protect individual freedoms and civil liberties. Key right. Freedom of speech and expression ensures citizens can express their opinions freely without fear or persecution. The due process and the equal protection guarantees the right to a fair trial and protection against discrimination. Right to privacy protects individuals from unlawful searches and seizures. Ensuring personal security. These are the key rights or the policies that we propose to have a revision about the Bill of Rights. Pangilan na to? Pang ilang slide na to? 7, okay. 1 to 14 ako, no? 1 to 13? Okay, okay. Now, local autonomy and decentralization. The Constitution promotes local autonomy by empowering local government units or LGUs, such as provinces, cities, municipalities, and barangays. LGUs are given the authority to create and enforce their local ordinances, manage their resources, and address the unique needs of their communities. Internal Revenue Allotment, or IRA. The Constitution ensures LGUs receive a share of national taxes to fund local programs and initiatives. Now, this is the work of the LGUs because as you all know, hindi lahat ng problema ng kanya-kanyang cities, barangays or municipalities ay nalalaman ng mga senators and mga congressman. So, the policy of having an LGU is to promote their own local ordinances in order to have or to satisfy the needs of their cities or barangays. Next.